Hello and welcome back to my channel English Classes by Purva Madan. I am Purva Madan and today we are going to start with the next session of spoken English. In the previous session, I told you about the basic of how to start a spoken English course. And today we'll be starting the course formally. So without wasting time, let's get started. In today's course, we'll start with the basic things, and for that basic things, I'll tell you about something which like a complete format of the spoken English course. But before that, you have to tell me, or you think of some things, and I'll give you the answers of that things in the video. But along with that, as I told you that you have to change your thinking. So let's check and let's discuss that you have changed your thinking or not. Uh, Before starting to the course, if you can see it clearly, I guess. Yes. So welcome to Spoken English Class 2. When we talked about spoken English, what do you think is spoken English? Spoken English. Is it talking or communicating? Spoken English is not talking. Spoken English is communicating. Communicating means two way communication. That means one speaks and other understands. Right? One speaks and other understands. Okay? So in if one speaks and other understands, it means that one is talking in English but the other is listening to English. One is talking, other plus listen. You listen carefully, you understand to respond. Right? So, this is what is exactly spoken English. Okay, so let's make a perfect curriculum, or I tell you how we will proceed in learning English or learning spoken English. We will divide this course into 4 sections. It's grammar. Number 2 is pronunciation. Number 3 is fluency. And number 4 is comprehension and communication. We will do like this. This is grammar, then pronunciation, then fluency, and then comprehension and communication. So for start, we'll start with the grammar first. In grammar, we'll not go in details, but we will only do the topics like which are required, which are necessary for someone to speak, which are like so that you don't speak incorrectly. You have to speak the things correctly. So for this you need grammar, a perfect grammar, not in details, no definitions, nothing, but you need to know what and how, what and how you are speaking. Okay, So uh, for this, let's start with a simple question first. And for you, the simplest question of English is, what is a sentence? What is a sentence? For speaking, we need sentences. Like I am speaking sentences. If two people speak, they are speaking in sentences. Just like we say, uh, uh, in Hindi, we call these vakya. When we talk in sentences, right? So, what is a sentence? Before uh, starting grammar, pronunciation, fluency, comprehension, we need to know exactly what is a sentence. So, what is a sentence? It is a combination of words. Combination of words. So, what are words? These are combination of letters, right? Like for example, cat, it is a combination of three letters. Combination of more is like bat, it's combination of three letters. Okay, so words are the combinations of letters, and what are sentences? These are combination of words. So let's take an example. This my is book. So do you find this a sentence? Is this a sentence? This my is book. These are the combination. I don't think these are the combination of words, but this is a wrong sentence. You all know this is a simplest sentence, so you all know that the correct sentence is, this is my book. But how do you know that this is a correct sentence and this is a wrong sentence? We all know this because sentence, the definition of sentence is combination of logical form of words. So the exact definition of sentence is combination of logical form of words. This is a logical form, that this is my book. Proper form. Logical form is proper grammatical, correct grammatical form. Okay, so this is a sentence. So what we use is logical sentences, correct formation of sentences to speak. Sentences are in different forms. These are affirmative, affirmative has two types, positive and negative sentences, right? And then we have interrogative, then we have exclamatory sentences and imperative sentences. We'll not go in the details, but I just tell you that these are simple sentences, uh, like for example, For affirmative, example of affirmative sentences are: this is my book. This is a positive sentence. And this is not my book. This book is not mine. This is not my book. So this is the negative form of sentence. Okay, so the sentences which show some particular decision sentences, these are positive sentences. And the sentences that are opposite to positive, like that contains the word no, not, never, that are negative sentences. Okay, the interrogative form of sentences. The next is interrogative. Interrogative means one thing more in affirmative is that sentences always end with a full stop, like this. Like, this is my book, and then we put a full stop. Okay, interrogative is like ends with a question mark. Like, these are question sentences. Question words, that are these start with the question words. Words like uh, who, what, when, where, why, how, is, are. These words are question words, and these sentences end with a question mark. Okay, for example, what is your name? Who are you? Where are you going? How are you going? Am I eating something? Is she eating something? Are you eating something? Are you playing? Are you going? All these sentences start with a question word plus that ends with a question mark. Fine. So these are interrogative sentences. Then we come to imperative sentences. The imperative sentences are where we have to show the feelings, where we show the surprise, like any kind of reactions. That sentences are imperative sentences. And these are not like, you don't have to learn the definitions. Like, you only have to know that there are some kind of sentences that are called imperative, and these also end with a full stop. Okay, exclamatory sentences, these always end with the exclamation mark, like this. So for example, like when we show some feeling like surprise, surprise is a feeling also, and when we use the word surprise, and that ends with a like exclamatory sign. Sad, this also ends with exclamatory sign. And other, like for example, other kind of feelings which are always like a kind of, you give a reaction, that sentences are exclamatory sentences. So this is about sentences. I told you about these types of sentences only because we will be speaking these sentences in different forms. You don't have to learn the definitions, and you don't have to learn like what kind of sentence you are speaking. You only have to learn the proper form of sentences. So this was the first chapter before grammar. Now, to speak the correct form of sentences, we will start with the grammar, and that will be in our next video. So till I upload the next video, you revise these sentences. Try to make simple sentences in 4 different forms. That is affirmative, yes, interrogative, imperative, and the fourth is exclamatory. So don't learn the definitions. You only have to try to make different sentences watching at your environment. So what kind of affirmative sentences you find in your environment? What kind of exclamatory sentences you find in your environment? Change your thinking and try to make different sentences. You try to make small sentences, don't go in difficult form of sentences, because we haven't started with the grammar yet. So in the next video we'll be doing grammar. Hope to you will understand this video. Till then, if you have any queries, do email me, send me a comment down, or you can contact me through purva.madan@gmail.com. This is my email, and I'll reply to your questions as soon as possible. Thank you. Stay home, stay safe. Bye bye. Take care.